places and natural phenomena, has been on the agenda in Iceland for over half a century. And throughout the country, there are now about 90 preserved areas. One such area is Skaftafellt, which was actually established as a national park in 1967. Today, it is a part of the vast Vatnajökull National Park, established in 2008 and now covering all of the Vatnajökull Glacier and some surrounding areas. In an unbroken line for 6 centuries, the family of Ragnar Stefánsson had farmed at Skaftafellt. Ragnar would be the last in line to do so, and the first park ranger of the national park. From the beginning, it was decided that the national park should be for hikers only, so no roads have been laid within its boundaries. Birchwoods or shrubs extend across much of the area south of Vatnajökull Glacier, and the best conditions for birch to grow are in Skaftafellt and the Bayersthaler forest. It only takes a short hiking tour to be able to witness magnificent scenery and experience nature in its best form. Most visitors visit the waterfalls in Vestergill Gorge on their way to see Svartifoss, or the Black Waterfall, which cascades over a cliff face of basaltic columnar rock. Skaftafellt and its surrounding area boasts a great variety of flora. Here are to be found nearly 200 species of flowering plants and ferns. In Iceland, only about 5,600 plants have been recorded, which is much less than in other regions with similar climate. The reasons being the isolation of the island and the relatively short time since the Ice Age ended here, or about 10,000 years ago. But here in Skaftafellt, the vegetation is especially lush, and one can find about 200 flowering plants. There are not many places in the world where one can easily get up close to the face of the glacier. But one of those places is here at Skaftafellt. A pathway leads to the Skaftafells Glacier, and not far away is yet another one called Sínefellsjökull, of the mighty Vatnajökull, the largest ice cap in Europe. Here, one can often literally hear the creaking and scraping sounds within the glacier as it moves ever so slowly downwards. Ice caves can sometimes be found in the wintertime, but they can be difficult to access, and it should never be attempted unless accompanied by an experienced guide. The centuries-old ice crawling down the slopes of a glacier has had almost all air pressed out of it. Once that happens, the ice transforms into this magically blue crystal-like ice. The south side of Vatnajökull is characterized by many high, majestic mountain ridges, with outlet glaciers weaving their way between them onto the lowlands below. The southernmost part of the glacier envelops the central volcano Öræfajökull Glacier and Iceland's highest peak, Hvannadalshnjúkur, at 2,110 meters. Öræfajökull is a stratovolcano, shaped like a cone with its top cut off, and with a large ice-filled caldera. This stratovolcano is believed to be the second largest of its type in Europe. Only Etna, on the island of Sicily, is larger. Many visitors to Jökulsár lone glacial lagoon name it as their most memorable place in Iceland, and for good reason. To sail among the icebergs on the large lagoon and literally have a taste of the 1,000-year-old ice is an experience never to be forgotten. Breiðamerkurjökull, yet another outlet glacier of Vatnajökull, has carved the very deep lagoon, and from it icebergs are constantly carving and drifting along the short river to the sea. There, the waves return some of them to the black sandy beach, where they lie scattered like gems. High above the glacial lagoon, one finds a line of cliffs standing out of the glacier ice. Such exposed peaks are called nullatags, and these go by the name Mávabyggðir and Esjufjöll. This area was declared protected in 1978. Here, scientists are on the long, difficult, and often dangerous journey to the Esjufjöll Mountains. The Esjufjöll Mountains have most likely been free of ice since the last ice age ended, about 10,000 years ago. As this is an untouched area that has never been farmed or grazed by domestic animals, it is ideal for scientists wanting to research the effects of climatic changes on flora. In recent years, scientists have recorded over 100 flowering plants and ferns here.
I don't know how to describe it, but the feeling of how such a small patch of earth that's sticking out of the glacier can be so living, it's incredible.
Within the Vatnajökull National Park, there are 10 central volcano systems, 7 of which are slumbering underneath the Vatnajökull ice cap. But when they erupt and start melting the massive ice cap covering them, they more often than not send a raging torrent of massive flood water onto the surrounding lowlands. floods are the main reason for Iceland not having a ring road until 1974, when the most difficult glacier river was finally bridged. However, this very bridge would be destroyed in 1996. Since 1996, there have been 3 eruptions in the Vahiapu volcano system. And the next one will, most likely, happen before too long.